President Biden just delivered remarks on Donald Trump's attempted assassination from the Oval Office, and I think he did an excellent job. He definitely called out political violence, that it should not be happening, and that he has ordered an independent investigation into, what this looks like lone assassin was trying to do. But what I really appreciate is the fact that even though people are saying that the Democrats are somehow to blame because, they've been talking about a threat to democracy, Biden didn't back down from that because it is a real, legitimate threat. Not only from those inside the country, but from bad actors abroad, from our enemies in enemy countries abroad. The abysmal, violent discourse we're having is something that our enemies love to see. And I'm glad that Biden called it out. I'm also glad that Biden called out other instances of political violence where we saw Paul Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's husband, be beat within an inch of his life. Now, Biden didn't talk about what the rhetoric looked like from the Republican side when that happened, but said that it shouldn't happen. From the kidnapping plot where the people wanted to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Again, he didn't reference what or how Republicans reacted to that. So we're going to keep trying to keep it above. He also referenced when Steve Scalise, a Republican, was shot a few years ago when they were having like a baseball game. And then not to even mention when we see, shooters who are shooting at schools having right-wing language in their manifestos as to why they're shooting up these public places. What President Biden did was what a president was supposed to do in a time of tragedy and in a time of great distress. To try to rally us together and to call for peace, to be the leader, really, that's what it was. And so he was calling for us to recognize that violence is not the answer and that if we should be able to have discourse, but we should be using our words and we should be voting to make our words and wishes known, not picking up arms and trying to take people out. So I thought President Biden did an excellent job in his remarks in the Oval Office. He also spoke about how the Republican convention is happening this week and that how Republicans are going to attack him on his record, just like he is about to go out and make his case to the country. Basically kind of giving like a permission structure like, hey, we are still going to have discourse because it's happening tomorrow, right? But saying that that's how it should be. People should be using words, not bullets. And at the same time, reevaluate the words in which you're using because they just might be insightful. Also, he talked about January 6th, and I'm glad he did as far as political violence goes too.